Hello, I'm Pedro Cezar and I'm a master's student at the Astronomy department of Universidade de São Paulo. My work is funded by Chaves. My project was conceived by Professor João Steiner, who unfortunately passed away. Nevertheless, his contributions and legacy to Brazilian astronomy will be forever. My current advisor is Professor Rodrigo Nemmen, and also I have the advice of the group made by Professor Steiner that works in the Diving 3D project, a survey of the nuclear regions of galaxies in the southern hemisphere using integral field spectroscopy. My work is about one galaxy of this survey that has an active nucleus. But what is an active nucleus? And what is an IFU data? If you look at the central regions of some galaxies, we will encounter a lot of emission from gas produced by a bright nucleus. If you go more inside, we can detect a structure of gas and dust, a dusty torus, that can obscure the central emission depending on the orientation. But what is powering this bright nucleus? A central supermassive black hole that accretes matter, and this matter falling into the black hole produces an accretion disk, where the majority of the energy that we observe is produced. Many of you possibly know that when the light falls on a prism, we can see the different colors that compose the light. To this we call a spectrum. A spectrum gives us information about the origin of these photons, like being produced by stars or ionized gas, and also brings information about the physical conditions of this environment. But if instead of having only one spectrum, you obtain many of them at the same time in different regions on the source. This is what the integral field spectroscopy does. The data cube has two spatial dimensions in the source and the spectrum in the third dimension. From that, we can extract a spectrum from regions of interest or pick up a frame in the spectrum and see how the emission changes along the source. My project is about this beautiful spiral galaxy NGC 5643. I am interested in the central emission. I have data from the central 300 parsecs that makes part of the Diving 3D project, observed with the instrument GIMOS on the Gemini Sol telescope. I also have two other data cubes in the near infrared that comes from the instrument Symphony in the Very Large Telescope that covers the central 500 parsecs of the galaxy. But what am I doing with this data? I'm studying the nuclear and the circumnuclear properties of this AGN, like the properties of the ionized gas that bring us information about the level of ionization, distribution, and kinematics. The structure of the ionization cones that are regions of gas photoionized by the central AGN, the properties of the regular ionized gas, and also from the stars, the kinematics and stellar populations present in these central regions. Thanks for all. If you want to know more, contact me by my email or my social media. Bye bye.